Hi everyone. It's me, Mercy15, back again to play some SimCity. As you can see, there are a few other cities here. Sadly, all of them mine, because most of my friends weren't crazy enough to pre-order this game like me. I did get a free copy of Mass Effect 3 out of it, though. I guess cool. This game's been getting a lot of bad reviews, mostly because of the launch issues with the DRM, and well, it was pretty shitty. However, frankly, I haven't had that many problems with it because I didn't play it right away at launch. I was playing Tomb Raider instead, which is awesome, by the way. So I figured maybe I'd just do one or maybe two quick videos to show what this game is like. It is pretty fun for what it is. It does have flaws. I'm not a fan of the menu system and the way you search your games. For example, like there's no filter for telling you which games are free, like have free spaces for you to join. This world is online, but I'm guessing people aren't having a very easy time finding it because it's like pages and pages into the search, and they seem to give priority to games that are already full for some very odd reason. Unless it changed. I mean, this was just patched when I opened it up again. So maybe they fixed that, maybe they didn't, I don't know. Hoping they do eventually. Ooh, that's bright over there. Anyway, this city across here, that looks very nice, probably. That's Burstopia. It is not very nice. That city is overrun with crime. But it has a lot of really neat things in there. It has a university, a nuclear power plant. I'd probably buy power from them if I want to for this place. And over here is Whiterun, which is doing significantly better. There's a lot of space undeveloped, but I don't know, I was thinking maybe I put an airport or something in there. It'd be kind of cool. And then I could get helicopters for the fire station. But this little place here hasn't been started yet. I think this is going to be a gambling town, like a tourist trappy sort of place. Oh look, Bum Bun is making noises just as I start recording. So, let's get started. The first thing we're going to want to do is connect a road off of the highway into our town and pick an area for residential. I do like to plot it out with dirt roads first sometimes, but then if I ever want to create, like turn the road into a avenue later, it gets a bit tricky because, well, you have to delete the road, because once you upgrade your road to a high density street, you can't upgrade it into an avenue afterwards. There's just not enough room. So, and if this is going to be a gambling town, I'm going to want to have an avenue probably going along here or maybe down this way, which has all commercial and probably like a few casinos and things like that. So what I'm going to do, even though it's a bit expensive, is start an avenue going this way, I guess. Just a straight one. Ooh, not that much of an avenue though. We can extend it a bit at a time. It's best to build up slow, because if you build up too fast, you can screw yourself over so bad. Sorry, I'm not sick anymore. I don't know. I don't think I posted that piece of the Skyrim Dawnguard Let's Play yet. No, I definitely haven't. But I was sick a couple weeks ago. So that's why I've kind of put that on hold. I did start recording a piece of it even though I was sick, but I got to like a roadblock. I need to gear up Persephone to be able to continue that a bit better, because the difficulty level of this next battle that I'm gonna have to do with you guys is a bit too hard for her right now. Anyway, task at hand. We need some residential areas, so I'm going to pick a low-density street to start, because, you know, they're not going to want to make apartment buildings and stuff just starting out in this little tiny itty-bitty town. So we'll just connected off the main avenue, and we'll go this way. Pretty far, actually, probably. Does that look curvy? Shouldn't be curvy. I might have to undo that. Well, actually, there's no undo button. Ah, no, 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 no. That was almost a disaster. Almost. Oh, not really. It's a little bit on a bit of an angle, but it's not as bad as it looks from this angle. Anyway, we want like an actual block of houses, probably. So do this. I could put like another road going in between them, but I'm not going to, because once the houses do start to expand and make bigger apartment buildings and skyscrapers, they need a lot of space, and I find when you divide these little blocks in half, sometimes they don't get enough room to expand. So we'll get our residential zone, and we'll hold control to do that. Not this though, because I don't want it to like do that. I don't want all of this to be, at least not here, to be residential. About to here. And so people will start moving in. And since they're gonna need jobs, we'll put some commercial probably along here. Should be along the busiest street, rule of thumb, just because more cars will get to it. And actually, I should probably put commercial eventually, like right along this highway. That'll be good. But I don't want to build that up too fast, because then there'll be a lot of places where people want to have jobs and then they can't have jobs. Actually, before I even started all that, what I should have done, the smart thing would have been to go down here to your maps and see where all your resources are. Lots of water right under the residential, which will be nice. I'll probably put a water tower maybe along here, or maybe back here somewhere. And industrial is going to be a bit of an issue starting out. I'm going to pause it just because they're going to start complaining that there's no water or power yet. Wind. Which direction is it going? That way. Which is unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it was going the opposite direction, because I would like to be able to put my industrial over here somewhere, but I can't do that now. Maybe I'll just connect the residential off to a industrial area up in this corner. It doesn't need to be too big. Bigger question though, where's my oil's over here? Of fucking course it is. It's quite a bit of oil in this one little area. You can make clean oil towers though eventually, so I won't worry about that too much if I have to put one over here. It just kind of sucks because now I'm going to have all these residential areas with like smoke blowing over into it. I'll put it a bit further up though. Oil's like mining and drilling for oil are really great ways to make money for your city starting off. So I think what I will do then, as while I still have this in view, is I will create a road over this way. Actually, it doesn't even need to be. It can be just a dirt road because they're cheap. I'll upgrade it later. There, maybe? And up. And this is where our oil refinery is going to be. Or oil drill. Oil well. Oil well, that's the word I'm looking for. That's where it's going to be. Which means I'm not going to be able to put any water towers around here because it could get polluted because of the factory and not cool. Speaking of, this is a pretty safe place for one, so I'll put one there. And they're gonna need a sewage outflow pipe, but actually I could, because I have a Department of Finance in the region, take out a very big bond and right off the bat do sewage treatment, which is recommended if you can. However, you know, when you're just starting out, you don't have that. You have to have a Department of Utilities in your city, in your town hall, before you can actually unlock these buildings. So you'd have to use this, which causes a lot of ground pollution, and is not ideal. But starting out, what can you do? I will put it here. Maybe not there, because it's too close to like the oil gold mine. So I'll put it there. Actually, ideally, I probably should have just gotten a water treatment plant right off the bat, too. Which I will do. Again, you're not going to have this normally starting out. But I'm lucky. So now I'll have lots of water. Now, power. These are my options. I can use oil because I'm going to be putting in an oil plant or an oil mine. Oil refinery. Someone's messaging me on Steam. I can't get the right words, by the way. Forgive me because it's early in the morning and my brain has not started functioning properly yet. This was probably the best time for me to do any kind of recording at all. In previous towns, in regards to power, starting out I'll usually use wind because it's cheap. And you can eventually make those crazy looking vertical wind turbines so they don't take up as much space, but they do take up quite a bit of space when you upgrade them, as do solar plants. I think we might have solar power arrays, like the crazy looking little satellite dishes in that picture, researched, so it won't take up as much space as if I didn't have a university in the region and I didn't research that. But as much as I think I'd like to, I think I'm going to go with oil. Or maybe not, actually. I will probably start out with wind and then upgrade later. Another option I have, if there are cities in the area, like Burstopia and Whiterun, I can buy power from them. However, Whiterun was having a bit of an issue with power, so I got them to buy it from Burstopia because Burstopia was having problems with money, and that helped, so I might actually just do that. Bye. They have a nuclear power plant. I mean, Jesus, they're fine. So, we're about this far. We've got all of our basics set up. I will unpause it. I only have it on turtle speed, sorry. We're gonna kick it all the way up to cheetah mode though, because I like to see things develop quickly. And now look, we can build our town hall. Bummon's so excited that he decided to rip his hay manger off the wall of his cage. Now see, the thing about town hall, I know it looks like a little itty bitty building there now. Well, in the icon it does, in the picture it doesn't. In the picture, it's more true to form, because you get to upgrade it and add pieces onto it, and yeah, it can get pretty big. So what I'm gonna want to do probably is create like a little government area somewhere. Oh look, we have trains. Cool. That'll be handy. I'm making negative money. Okay, that's an issue. Yeah, that's gotta be resolved, like, right away. Well, first of all, let's build our town hall somewhere. Actually, no. Will we do that somewhere now? We'll put it here. Will we? Will we put it here? It does give just enough room, but then it's back onto the highway, and I think that looks weird. Let's put it here. Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to clear out my residential issues! First world issues with SimCity. Oh, now they want public transit. Probably. Let's extend this road a bit, and I'll make my government area... Or let me get... here, probably. Along the main road. Along what will be the main road, I guess. I'll probably connect this here. Extend this out. And that will be my government area. Why is there stuff starting to randomly develop here? I didn't put any zones. Okay, apparently it automatically zoned itself as, commercial. Fine. I'm just going to demolish the shit out of you now, though. Goodbye. Bad place for you to be building stuff. I get to name my town! What will we name this one? Well, it's gonna be a gambling city, and... Bun Bun! You're a rabbit. I don't understand. You're supposed to sleep during the day. Casino Royale. Hey, what's this? What do you want? Zoning industry. I'm working on that, buddy. I'm gonna do it up here. Build a working railroad. Yeah, I probably will do that eventually, so I'll say yes. Now for the industry. Do you want... These roads are really wonky. I'm not building them straight at all. This city is gonna look ridiculous when it's finally done. I think industrial will start about here. I'll do just like a block of them, I guess. These roads are shit. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I do usually plan this way more meticulously than I am right now. But I just haven't bothered with it. Because it's so early, and I figured, hey, you know, I have a little bit of time. Let's try and get a Let's Play in here. You know what? I think I might zone a little bit of residential here. To fill out some of those jobs, and a little bit more here. Not quite that far down. Just because people like to live by town hall. I think that's a decent start. We're starting to come out of the red slowly, but we only have 1,000 left, and, well, frankly, that's gonna be an issue. I built up too fast. I did what I told you guys not to do. I don't want to raise taxes right now, because that starts to get really, really not nice. Oh, I know what this is. Build Maxis Manor. You know, Maxis Manor costs 40,000 to build. Oh, yes, oil well approved. But, okay, pause. Oh, not pause. Do I get money for zoning residential and completing that? Please say I do. That'd be so lovely. No, I don't. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna have to take out another bond. I'm screwing myself over. But it's only temporary until I actually get my oil well and stuff set up. No, I don't want to build an arcology nearby. Screw you. We want oil. That's not the button for oil. This is the button for oil. We're gonna put it here. And we're gonna need a trade depot nearby with an oil storage lot. Which puts us back down here. Man, I am so screwed. But once I start making some money, which I should, hopefully now, I'll be okay. City view. What are you saying? Yeah, I'll do it. This city looks like crap. So much for my beautiful gambling casino idea that I had set up in my head. This is not planned. Like, look, what's this? What is this? What I might end up having to do is show you guys some of my other cities where I actually wasn't dumb. And did a little bit of better planning. Maybe Whiterun. Actually, no, maybe Burstopia just for a laugh, because that city is hanging on by a thread. There is so much crime, it is crippling the economy in that place. It's brutal. And it's not that I don't... it's not that I don't have enough police in the city. I do. The problem is it's very expensive to keep up with running the police stations. And unfortunately, buying power from Burstopia, yay. Unfortunately, I've had to raise the taxes in order to keep up with all this stuff, and I'm kind of just like in this weird limbo where I'm trying to balance between people leaving because they don't like the high taxes, and trying not to close all of the important services, like the school. Well, the schools are the ones, unfortunately, that I had to go to first because they're not as important as, you know, fire departments and medical care and that sort of business. So, yeah, it's a bit tricky over there right now. I'm kind of just leaving it to watching the city, watching the distance, all of its craziness. There's university right there. You can't see it, but it's just poking out. You can see the butt. University butt. Whiterun is doing way better. Way better. It's far less developed, but it's still amazing. Oh my goodness, we're in the green! Yay! We're not doomed after all. Even though our roads are shit. Oh yeah, dump. They have a dump. I'm able to build recycling centers too, which, you know, if you have educated Sims in your city, they will recycle. However, the recycling center, like, look at this. 111,000 for a recycling center. That's so not cool. Oh, hey, look. I'm visiting from my other cities. Or no, these are the garbage trucks from the other cities that I automatically volunteered to take trash for these people. Yeah, I found that kind of weird. But neat anyway. Happy they're doing it. Air pollution levels rising. Well, you know, we have all of these non-educated people working in industry, so we get a lot of air pollution. That's just the way it goes. Plus, we have this thing going. Oh, yay. Yay! The city's not gonna tank because I got too overzealous in the beginning with my spending. Yay, yay, yay. Speaking of spending, maybe we should build some parks. Parks are nice. Actually, you know what? That's actually not probably going to be enough for... Well, yeah, it will. It's just because these buildings are very deceiving. Look at this! The wonkiest street setup ever. Do we want a sports park? A soccer field? That's expensive. How about... Yeah, skate parks are cool. What a skate park like right here. At the edge. Where there are no houses yet, so I don't decimate my population. Well, I wouldn't decimate it. I mean, look how big this is. I'd maybe take out a couple houses, but... You know, the kids in the neighborhood, I'm sure they appreciate being able to go to a skate park that is next to a service road that goes to the water plant. Oh, he's not happy. Still needs workers. Well, I guess that now that I'm making some money, I can probably afford to expand my residential area a little bit. Actually, you know what? I might upgrade that to a low-density street first, though. Just so I don't end up with like a massive traffic build-up, people trying to get to it, which will eventually happen. I live next to the water treatment plant. Well, that's what you get for living in a city that values gambling over everything else. It will anyway. I can't actually, like, I'm sure I'll probably get approval for the casino fairly early off. However, if you build it before you get a lot of medium to high wealth people living in your city, or medium to high wealth tourists, you're pretty well crippling your economy right there. Because they can get you into a lot of debt very quickly. Again, I'm keeping my residential or my commercial demand down. The industrial demand for the city is down. That kind of weird. How do they describe dark yellow? It's not really dark yellow. It's more opaque. But anyway, that's the region. So like all the cities in this area, that's their demand for industrial. Oh, mine's starting to go up a bit though. And here's my residential demand. We have lots of low, medium, almost no high wealth at the moment. Lots of demand for residential actually. But I'm not gonna expand it too much because once density starts increasing, once I upgrade all these roads and these people are happy enough, they'll want to get bigger houses. And I start getting apartments and towers and stuff, you won't need as much zoned. Like, this is very deceptive. A lot of people have been complaining about how small the area they give you to make a city is. But this is actually a lot of space. Because, as I just said, density. Once your density starts going up in different areas, like, you can cram a lot of stuff in here. Especially if you take the time to plan it correctly and you're not just dumb like me and have retarded roads like this. Ooh. So yeah, I guess that's enough for me to, you know... Ooh, what's this? Oh yeah, I did know that. But actually, now that you mention it, if I do have enough, I don't have enough. I'll just put a sign on the place. They're saying that you can get more oil wells. Anyways, I do think that's enough of a tutorial slash review slash play of this city to give you guys an idea of what it's like. It is pretty neat. What I might do now though is just switch to Whiterun to show you guys what a more developed city will look like. And then just for fun, I'll show you Burstopia as well. Air pollution levels rising! Now, pause. Because I don't actually want to have to deal with any issues that this place may be having right now. But yeah, we got our industrial... Oh, we're having water problems and fire apparently. This is our industrial area. They haven't officially done it yet, but they should start upgrading to tech industry, which is much cleaner shortly because the education levels, that's transportation. I always click transportation instead of education. It's starting to rise, and so is my tech level because I have schools built around here somewhere and a public library and a community college. It's not a university, but hey, it's better than nothing. This is my government area down here, my not quite fully developed city hall. There's three more departments that I have to add to it. This is finance, I believe, transportation and tourism, I think. It looks kind of weird now that I look at it, that this is kind of winged in like that, but maybe I can do something to compensate over here. We have a whole bunch of residential developing around here. Medium density residential. It's little tiny apartment buildings that are starting to go up. This one's being built right now. It was a soccer field. Woo! That was very blurry. And then over this way we have some more higher wealth people, I believe. And some new skyscrapers that are going up. Slowly. We have the Globe Theater. That's a tourist attraction, and incidentally, it also functions as an expo center. So I can spend $6,000 to have a show there, and then make a ton of money off of it from the tourists that are coming here. I do have another touristy thing somewhere. I can't remember what it is though. Pretty sure I do. I was planning on building something over here, like the Statue of Liberty or one of the towers, because let me just see what they have here for tourism, actually. Yeah, there's lots of really fancy things. Actually, it might be this. Did I put that somewhere? I thought maybe I did. It's neat because, see, it functions as a residential as well. So you get people to live there, but it's a fancy enough looking building that people like to come and see it and take pictures, and yay, tourism. Makes you money. Can also be very bad if you don't have your roads planned out properly, because then people get blocked up everywhere. This place has been pretty good, I have to say, though, overall. Like, I don't have streetcars set up yet. Eventually I probably will. I have a ferry, though, which connects them to Burstopia over here, and a bus station, which is somewhere along here. There it is, yeah. And it seems to do pretty well, keeping everything straight away. So yeah, this is kind of what they start to look like once you actually go somewhere with them. I have an ore mine. That's how this town's making money, because they had way more ore than anything else. A large fire station and a hospital, so their fire coverage and healthcare is pretty good. I don't have a police station, well, like a big police station right now. I just have a little one, but that does a pretty decent job on its own. So, moving on very quickly, here's the mess that is Burstopia. Oh boy, this city. I had such high hopes for it. And it could be so nice. However, well, I'll show you some of the buildings. And you'll know what's going on here. Let's see. Worried about the crime here. I bet you if I were to zoom in on in this general area, what do we got going on here? Oh, that's under construction. That's why it's not. Do we have any graffiti? Now, see, what I've been doing is when people abandon these houses to make sure that they get refilled really quickly, instead of just allowing them to go through the process of being sold to someone new and have them move in, which seems to take longer. I've been just bulldozing them and letting them rebuild. But, oh, look, there's some. There's some. Graffiti. There's so much graffiti that ends up on the backs of these buildings because of the crime. I don't even have Vu Tower. If I had Vu Tower, I'd understand it, but I don't. So, why? Why, police? Why are you so useless? And, like, I do actually have a police precinct. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It's not a large police station, it's a police precinct. But anyway, yeah, I do have one here across the bridge, where next to the nuclear power plant. And all that craziness, but it's not doing a very good job. Oh, this one's a slightly more developed city hall, by the way. There's two buildings left to stack on top here. And then I'd have a full one. I have a pretty cool suspension bridge going on. That's expensive to do, but I mean, come on, look at that. It's so cool. And people can actually walk on the sides of it to get across here, pedestrians. So, not that they really do all that often, but they can if they want to. And we have our university over in this little area. It's got some dorms in the back. And I believe... I can't remember what department that is. I think it might be the Department of Engineering or Science. I think, yeah, Engineering. Look at the front of the building. Duh! So, there you go. That's our brief little look at SimCity. If you guys want me to continue doing it and see how this Casino Royale place develops over here, let me know. Oh my god, that looks so terrible. But yeah, just let me know in the comments what you think. I'm not going to tell you guys to go out and buy this game right now. I would wait until it's patched a bit first and they've officially obliterated the major issues with it. But I mean, at this point, if you were to go out and buy it, I wouldn't really consider yourselves being screwed over as much. Just because the servers at least work. I mean, you can connect to the game. And overall, it's not bad. Like, it's not good if you want to be playing with people online so much. So I will say that, because there is some kind of glitchiness with sending resources to other towns. Like, the way they do it in game is a car from that city that you're sending resources to will come over, it'll pick them up in your city and drive back, so it's a bit of a slow process. It's not instantaneous, which is kind of dumb. Like, I mean, cool concept, you have a car that actually comes over, but at the same time, very slow. And due to that, sometimes it kind of bugs out and you lose the resources in transition, or they don't end up there for a very long time. So that's my one major complaint about playing online right now, not server connectivity. Although I do think it's dumb that they don't have a single player offline mode, because this game is like the perfect game to take with you on a laptop and just play on a trip somewhere. But you can't do that because you had to be online. Well, unless you get that mod that guy created as a kind of screw you guys, EA. See, the game doesn't need to be online at all. I think you just put it in debug mode or something, and you only need to reconnect so that it can save your city to the servers, which I had noticed myself, actually. As long as you're in here, in game, if you get disconnected. It's totally fine. Until you try to load another city, because then it doesn't save. And it can't grab your save from the server. But yeah, that's my rambling little rant about SimCity. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you next time.